a horse.
Caballo for the caballero. Thank you.
Talk, he get away.
What, we got family on the other side of the hill.
Then we gotta cut him out before we see him. Vamos, vamos.
There he is. That is the herd at home, huh?
No, Antonio. There's no use to rope him. We'll get his mate. Then he will follow. Ah, caramba, look. Mira. What a horse. Ah, he means business. Look at him. Qué bonito, eh? Ah, they're Riddle's men. If they see us here, they will get the rest. What to do? I have much grand idea. I'll go see Mr. Riddle. Pedro, you go back to our camp. We go. Anda, come on.
Where's Black King? I don't see him.
I haven't seen him.
I suppose that means he's been stolen, does it? Horton. Where's Black King?
I wasn't out with the boys this morning.
If you hadn't been chasing around with my niece, you'd known where he was. Now go find him.
Don't worry about King. Anyone who tries to steal him will have his hands full.
Ah, buenos días, señores.
How are you?
Ah, come on, how are you, my good friend, Mr. Riddle? I'm very glad to see you. Many times I have promised myself to make a little visit to your hacienda. Now I have come. Are you not glad to see me?
I'm tickled to death. What do you want?
Ah, but the beautiful señorita. Is that your daughter? No? I must pay my respects. Con permiso. Señorita, at your lovely feet. But tell me, how can a flower so beautiful spring from a plant so harsh and homely as my good friend, your father?
Suppose you ask him.
He ain't our father, he's our uncle.
Yes, bueno, bueno. Well, señorita, it was a pleasure. Until later. That's a beautiful señorita you have.
Listen, are you here on business, or is this a social call?
Well, my good friend, maybe perhaps now that I'm here, there are several things that I might want if you inquire closely. But just now, I'm interested in horse. You understand I'm contractor for horse.
Oh, you're buying horses, are you?
See.
The first time I ever heard of you buying anything.
My friend, he make little joke, yes? In my country, we have joke which says, no matter how big a jackass's ear is, he cannot hear if it is filled with sand. Maybe you shake the sand out of your ear.
Come on, let's get down to business.
Well, let us see what you have to offer. Pardon me. Just the usual run of mud turtles and prairie doggies. Maybe so you raise them to make glue and fertilizer, yes? I hear you had a nice, gentle lady's horse, a stallion. I believe he's called, King Horse. Which one is he?
Never mind which one he is, and furthermore, he isn't a lady's horse, and he isn't for sale.
Oh, you want to keep him to make soap out of him, eh?
Now, you get off my ranch and take your men with you. And if I catch you, or any of your rustlers here again, well, you understand, don't you?
So that's the way you feel about it, eh? I'm not good enough to make the deal with, but I'm plenty good to lose my money to gambling house, eh?
That's different. Any man's money looks the same to me. And if you lose money over my tables, that's your medicine. You swallow it.
But I always swallow my medicine and smile. Sometimes she's bitter. Bueno. Hasta luego, amigos. Adiós, señorita. Oye, estos no se puede hacer negocio con ellos. ¿No quieren comprar? No quieren, son unos condenados.
That's enough water, Snowflake.
I guess, Miss Helen, the boss is kind of irritated or something. I guess I better be moseying along.
All right, Snowflake.
Where you going, Miss Bob?
I'm going after King, Snowflake.
Well, you sure can have me.
Let's go on.
Why don't you go with him? Uncle ain't looking. I'll go talk to Uncle.
Well, Toots.
What'd you do about the eggs that you had this morning, huh?
Snowflake, which way did Bob go?
He's going after that King Horse.
You did, eh? Where'd you put them? Wait a minute. Boys, you go out and help Bob and have him throw a rope over that horse before that fella steals him.
All right, boys.
Now, young woman, I'm going to tell you the story about that wicked woman.
Hey, Bob.
So you couldn't keep away from your old troublemaker, eh?
Oh, Bob, please don't take offense at what Uncle said.
Yeah. Well, I know his plans. He wants to marry you off to somebody with money.
You know I'd never marry anybody else but you.
Well, then prove it. Elope with me now.
No, Bob, I couldn't do that. I owe Uncle too much.
And that's what happened. Now tell me, where's your sister?
I don't know.
You don't know? Don't you story to me. Snowflake,
Oh, yeah.
where is Miss Helen?
I don't know, boss. I guess she done went.
She went where?
Well, I guess she got scared that Mr. Bob would get lost.
When Bob comes back, you tell him I want to see him.
Snowflake, you done it.
Why, there he is. Isn't he beautiful?
Just think, we could be as happy as he. Well, that is, if you'd just say the word.
And eat grass with no more home than they've got? No, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bob, don't be like that. I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, honey.
He ain't a old cat. He's an old pig.
Uh-huh. Just like my pappy. Give him a bottle and he's happy, too. Where'd you get all the eggs? Been robbing the chicken coop again?
Mm-hmm.
Bob, it was exciting. But it wasn't a fair race. You let me win.
No, I didn't. But there is one race I'm going to win, young lady. I'll guarantee you it'll be fair.
Which one is that?
That's the race for your hand.
Hey! Where you been? What you been doing, huh?
Working.
Working, huh? And where'd you get these, huh?
I stole them from the chicken coop.
You what? Now listen, I want to tell you something. Now, once upon a time, there was a big bad wolf. And the big bad wolf, they get little girls that steal eggs. You know that? Huh? Helen, come here.
Now you've got him all riled up again. Please be careful.
No, all right. But I'm going to talk to him.
Hello, Uncle.
Didn't I tell you to keep away from Horton?
But, Uncle, I love him.
You think I'm going to let you marry a cowhand?
He's not a cowhand. He's a gentleman and you're foreman.
He's a penniless drifter. Now get into the house and I'll talk this over with you later. If I have to tell you to stay away from my niece again, it's going to be the last time.
Oh, but Mr. Riddle, I want to marry Helen.
If I catch you around that girl again, I'm going to fire you. Do you understand that? Now, let's see if we can get a little work done around here. Come on.
If Uncle will let him marry you, do you suppose he'd let him marry me? I mean, when I grow up?
I'm afraid not, Betty, darling. Uncle's awfully stubborn. That's all, Marie.
You have no appetite?
No, Marie, I'm sorry.
I understand.
Well, Skeezix, what do you got there?
It's a letter I'm writing.
Well, let's see it.
You've got to wait. It's not finished yet.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
This word is spelled right.
No, it isn't, dear. I'll show you how to spell it. Have you a pencil, Uncle Jim? There. Now go and copy it all over nice and neat.
Wait a minute, let's see it. Who's it for?
Maybe it's for you, and maybe it's for Santa Claus.
I'll bet it is for me if I'm asking for something.
Well, of course, I'm not supposed to tell, but it wouldn't hurt for you to begin picking out the biggest doll you can find for her.
I don't want you to have any hard feelings against me for letting that fella go, but maybe after all I know what's best for you.
But, Uncle, Bob is different.
Sure, he's different. Because you love him.
Uncle Jim, you know I met Bob at college. He's a veterinarian. You need him. He only took the job to be near me.
Helen, I spent a lot of money on your education. I loved my sister, your mother. And before she died, I told her that I would do the best I could for you and Betty. Maybe I haven't done so well, but I tried.
Oh, Bob, we seem to be drifting farther and farther apart.
Oh, no, we aren't. Listen, I'm going downtown a little later, and I'll talk to your uncle. He isn't as bad as you think. Let's sit down a while.
Let's play something for Bob.
No, I'll tell you what we'll do. Come here. You and I'll listen and let Helen play. Is that all right?
I'm good. Snowflake's been teaching me.
Oh, sure you are.
Flirting with the moon with you. Now I wonder if he's flirting with us too. Just knowing all the things we say and do. Flirting with the moon with you. Why, he's looking down at us from above. And he knows the one I love. Now can't you guess who could bring me happiness? Flirting with the moon with you. Why, I knew at a glance I was taking a chance, but what could I do? One look at you, the moon knew it too. If you said yes, I could never be blue, oh, while you're nestled in my arms. And I'm worshiping your charm. Gee, but it's grand now that you understand, flirting with the moon and you.
That's good. Did you like that?
Sheriff, I want to talk to you about that fella. I'm in the office.
Gracias, señor. Ah, ¿qué tal? ¿Está bueno? Oh, hello, amigos. Oh, fine. I feel fine. I look fine, eh? Smell. Good? I take bath. Come, we celebrate. We have drink.
Hello, Sheriff.
Well, let's go inside. I'll pay. You tell him to give you everything. Está bueno, amigo. Está bueno. Well, hello, amigo. How is the boy? Huh? Come on, have a drink.
Not this time, Carlos, thanks. I have to see Mr. Riddle.
Oh, Mr. Riddle. I hear he fired you. No? Yes? It's too bad. I tell you, you come ride for me. I need fine riders like you.
Thanks. Maybe someday I'll take you up on that.
Bueno, vamos. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well,
hello.
Take up my gun.
Okay. See you later.
All right.
Mr. Riddle come in yet?
Yes, in this office.
Thanks.
Hey, Bob, you forgot something.
Old Eagle Eye. Never let a guy get by with anything, do you?
Why don't you get a real gun?
Shoot, and that's all I ask of it.
I've told this fella to stay away from my ranch. And if he don't do it, come in.
All right, Sheriff.
Hi, Bob.
Mr. Riddle, may I speak to you a minute?
If you got anything to say to me, say it and get it over with.
I'll leave you two.
Wait a minute.
Now,
wait.
sit down, Sheriff. I've got nothing to say that you can't hear.
Señores, señoritas, ¿cómo están? Señor bartender, give everybody in the house a drink on me. ¿Quieres dinero? ¿Tú también? Bueno, vamos.
Now listen, I've told you to stay away from Helen. If you don't do it, I'm gonna...
Don't say it, Jim. Bob won't bother you. I'll guarantee you that. Come on, Bob. Can't you see you're not helping matters?
Came with me, there's money in circulation. All right. $100. $100. There's a dice to count. Bueno. Ah, hello, señorita. For luck. Bueno. Big guy. Give me the die. Otra vez. Vamos. Ya, señorita, you're bad luck for me tonight. Vamos, aquí va. Snake eye. ¿Qué pasa con esos malditos tacos? No sé qué puedo ganar. Oh, Carmencita, maybe you bring me good luck. Give me $100. Vamos. $100. One roll. Here, Hey! ¿Qué pasa aquí? $100. Give me the dice. Hey, oiga. No sé qué pasa aquí. Todo el tiempo estoy perdiendo esta vaina. Vamos. Otra vez. Vamos a ver. Snake eye.
What's the matter, Carl?
These dice, they're bewitched. Every time I roll, they snake eyes. Yes.
Why, they're all right. You're just out of luck tonight.
Ah, ¿quién sabe? Oh, hello, Senor Riddle. I have very bad luck tonight.
Why, I always thought that night was your luckiest time, especially with horses. Maybe that you better stick to horses.
I understand what you mean. Who that is here don't that? Me, I have plenty horses. I don't need any of your yellow quitters.
Yellow quitters, huh?
That king horse? Senores, listen. He tried to tell me that king horse is not a yellow quitter. Why, he is the worst quitter of them all. Is it not so, senores? Why, sure. Come on, we'll have...
Wait a minute. I've got money that says that King can beat any horse in these parts.
Dog, where is your money?
There's your money. I'll lay you 2 to 1. Yes, I'll lay you 5 to 1 that King can beat any horse that you mentioned around the 4-mile course.
And I'll bet in a cow pony that a blind beggar can touch in my corral can beat you, king horse. Now,
From here to Devil's Gap in the morning, is that right?
bueno.
There's $10,000 there matching. I'm going to have the sheriff there with the man to see that both horses make the course. I'll show you which horse is the quitter. Fred, will you hold the stakes? Is that right with you?
Muy bien.
All right, now I'll buy a drink.
All right, I'll drink with you for that.
What's the matter with the pig-headed old fool? Who's he got that can ride King? Why, he's a killer.
Say, maybe this is my chance.
What do you mean?
You let me tend to that.
Give the boys anything they want.
That one.
Put that money in the safe.
That's very good idea, my friend. Now come, you have drink with me. Come on, señorita.
Ahí viene.
I fixed that king horse so he will not win tomorrow.
Now, Senor Riddle will take his medicine, and I do not think it will be sweet. Vamos.
If you don't do something for this horse, look like he's gonna fall down before he get where you is going.
Oh, he'll make it. Get out. Get it.
Why don't you tell that man to give his poor horse something to eat?
I did, but he said his horse was just unlucky.
What do you mean unlucky?
Well, every morning when he go out to the barn, he tosses up a dime to see where his horse gets oats or whether he gets a drink of gin. And the poor horse have lost for 9 straight mornings.
The sheriff's kind of worried about the old man on account of that race today.
One of you men come here and lay a rope on King and put a saddle on him. We're going to race him today.
Did you hear what the boss said? Why, that horse won't be able to run today. He's never had a saddle on his back.
Red, Pete, come here. You going to lay a rope on that horse, or do you want your time?
Well, I'd rather have my time, boss, and be alive to spend it than too dead to collect it.
Pete, are you going to be a quitter, too, or would you like to have your time?
Oh, come on, Fred. Let's go try to put a rope on him anyhow.
Oh, all right.
As soon as they get a rope on that horse, you put the bridle on him. Come on, boy.
Come on, put that rope on.
Look out there, Fred. You're sure wearing the day.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. Come on. Get the rope on him.
Come on, catch a rope or two.
Come on.
Look at the
rope that horse, will you?
Get over his head. You better look out there. He's your monkey. I know it's wearing the day.
you be a little careful.
I was careful, but...
Go on and change your clothes. You're going to ride.
I'll change my clothes, but I don't think I'm going to ride.
Go on and change your clothes then.
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you want?
Well, I heard you were going to run king in the race today, Mr. Riddle, and I've come to offer to ride him for you.
When I want you to ride for me, young fella, I'll send for you.
But, Uncle, Bob is the only one on the ranch who can handle King. I've seen him do it.
Rather than let him ride, I'll ride him myself. Now get a rope on that horse or I'll do it for you.
Well, no matter what you say, I'm going to show you what I can do with him.
Please don't. You know King has to race today.
Oh, king fella. That's a boy. Whoa, now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's a fella. They don't know we're old friends, do they? We'll show them something today. That's a fella, boy. They've been treating you right, have they? No, sir. Oh, boy. Whoop. Oh, fella. Whoop. Whoop. Well, do I ride him?
Without a saddle or bridle? All right. I'm going to let you ride him against my better judgment. But if you don't win, you keep out of my sight.
Good luck, Bob.
This race will be run from here to Devil's Gap and return. My man will be at the gap to check each horse as it rounds the flag. And each rider will be allowed to choose its own rules and its own course. And the first horse that crosses this line will be declared the winner, and no excuses. Are you ready? All right. Looks pretty good. Are you sure it's all right? I think you hear it. Bueno. Allá va, vamos. Vamos, vamos. Ven acá. Let's give a cheer for him now. Are you ready? Go!
race for me.
Well, eh?
Now, Senor Riddle will take his medicine and smile. Come, we go and collect and make the celebration. Everybody, come on!
Oh, what you got there, Mr. Bob?
King sprained a ligament, Snowflake, and I'm going to work on his leg.
Oh, I thought there was something wrong with that horse. The reason he didn't win that race. Give me the bottle. I'll fill it up full and let him in.
Yeah, and listen, you change your clothes and come back here and help me.
Yes, sir.
Well, you double-crossed me, didn't you?
King went lame. Must have strained a ligament back there on one of those jumps. He did the last 3 miles in torture.
Don't try to make excuses. You double-crossed me.
Well, now, Senor Riddle, you have make the bet and lose. So you take your medicine and smile, no?
I don't care so much about the money, but the boy double-crossed me and humiliated me before everybody in the town.
No, senor. I told you that King Horse was a yellow quitter. Now maybe you sell him to me for a nice old lady, yes?
I'd rather shoot him and sell him to you. Now I'm going to show you something.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to beat that horse to death.
Well, you'll beat me first.
Well, that should be very easy.
Oh, Bob, please go. You'll cause enough trouble.
I'm sorry this had to happen.
Well, go.
Oh, Senor Riddle, I am very sorry this happened. Maybe I'll see you later. Maybe you change your mind about the horse, eh? Adios.
Come into the house.
Come on, King.
Senores, I tell you, it was very easy. I've got a good horse. Oh, hello, amigo. You have drink with me?
Thanks, Carlos. I'm in a hurry.
Wait for me. Hey, senor, you go ahead. Have one drink. Okay. Go ahead. Amigo, have drink with me. You've earned it. This is the money you helped me win on that race, yes?
I didn't help you win that race. And anyone who says so lies.
Of course, no. I only make the little joke. We understand each other. I don't tell anybody.
Hey, Bob, take it easy. Take it easy.
Now, you're drunk. You don't know what you're talking about. Riddle in?
Yes, he's in his office.
Thanks.
Looky here, Carlos. Don't you start anything.
Está bien, senor. Here's my gun.
And nobody, remember, nobody can tell me that that race wasn't framed. Come in. Get out. Get out.
Wait a minute, Jim.
Get him out of here if you don't want trouble with me.
All right, Jim. Come on, Bob. We don't want any trouble around here. Now listen, Bob. Why don't you go away for a while until this thing blows over?
Oh, but that'll... Oh, he won't even listen to reason.
Come on over to my office and we'll talk it over.
No, I'll play later. I go in here.
Well, hello, fellas. How's your luck tonight?
Good.
Why don't you sit in?
I hope you have better luck than we did.
Thanks. What do you say? How many stacks?
I want 6 stacks.
6 stacks.
There we are.
All right, make your bet.
God makes more. 1 card.
1 card.
Take the money. More cards. Come on, please. Close time. Be right with you. Okay.
Well, you lose again, Carlos. That's all. Through for the night. The house closes at 3.
See, how you do not lose and I lose always.
That's your hard luck.
I gamble and lose all my money, and you don't give me a chance to get even.
Cheat, am I? Why, you big windbag. Go on, I'm through.
Just a minute. I gamble all I have on one card.
Well, you asked for it. See if you can take it.
Bueno. You're crooked. I saw you deal from the bottom of the deck.
Crooked, am I?
Hey!
What's that?
Sounded like a shot.
Dan. Who did it?
Carlos.
Come on, boys. We better see what this is all about.
Jim, go for the sheriff. Fred, get the doctor. You all right, boy?
Sheriff!
Something happened at the casino.
What's happened?
I don't know. The boys and I were counting up. We heard a shot and come in here, and we found Dan like this. The gun was on the table there.
Well, that's Bob's gun. I thought I sent him home. Where is he?
Don't ask me. The room was empty when we came in.
I'll get the men after him right away.
The sheriff kind of figured that Horton would want to have a word with Helen before he left the country.
Take a look over there. Looks like you might have figured about right.
I'll tell you what you do. You walk around him while I talk to him. We don't want to stampede him.
All right.
Oh, hello, Helen. Hello, Betty.
Why, Bob, what are you doing here this hour in the morning?
Well, I'm going away for a while, dear, and I wanted to say goodbye before I left.
Here comes somebody.
Why, it's the deputy. I wonder what he wants.
Hello, Tom.
That is.
You're just in time for breakfast.
Thanks, Miss Helen. I'd like to have a word with Bob, may I?
Why, of course. Come on, Betty.
Bob, where is your gun?
Why, I guess I must have failed to get it from the checker last night.
Are you sure you didn't leave it on the gambling table after you killed the dealer?
Killed? Why, I wasn't even in the gambling room last night, and you know it.
We found your gun on the gambling table. 1 shot fired, and the dealer dead. You're under arrest. Take him, Jack.
Run, Bob, run! Please don't.
Hey, Jack, you take the horse, and we'll report to the sheriff.
What's the matter, boy?
the matter with your leg? What's the matter, King? What's the matter with your leg, boy? Well, no wonder you lost that race.
Look, Sheriff. That looks like Horton now.
We're going to find out who did this. And when I do...
Why, that's that King horse. Come on, boy. We got our work cut off for us.
What has happened, senor?
Don't bother about that now. Say, Carlos, you offered me a job once. Is it still open?
Why, sure, but what do you want it now?
Well, they're chasing me for a murder I didn't commit.
Murder? Amigo, what do you say?
Yeah, and they'll probably have me for horse stealing now that I'm riding King, but, well, I might as well have the game as the name, so I'm joining up with you.
Good. I protect you. I need good rider like you. Es el caballo. And here you are safe from the world and the devil.
Fine, but wouldn't I be safer across the border?
Plenty of time. Mañana. You need a good rest. And your horse, too. They will take care of it. Va.
No, I'll take care of King.
Bueno. You hide him around where he will not be seen. I will send one of my men to watch for the sheriff. Go.
You certainly were a lifesaver that time, King. How about something to eat, huh? Gonna drink of water? Come on, boy, let's go.
We must get that horse. I think we make some money out of this. We hide Horton. When they cannot find him, they will offer a reward. So you, Antonio, go back to the town until they have done so. Then you will bring them back to our hideout. I shall do the rest. Anda, vete.
Sí, capatán.
Oye, ven. Ten cuidado que no se escape, ¿eh? Está muy bien. Oh, está bueno, you come.
Where's he going?
Oh, he go look out for the sheriff, so you'll be safe. Come on inside. You'll have a rest. Well, my friend, say, Senor Riddle was pretty mad when he lost the race, no?
That reminds me. I found this wire twisted around King's ankle. No wonder he went lame.
I wonder who did it.
I don't know, but I'll find out. And when I do...
Oh, maybe just somebody who want to see Riddle lose, you know. I shall help you find. Here.
I knew you would.
Bueno, you take a rest. I'll get something to eat for you. Go ahead. Oye, Pedro, trae algo de comer para el señor. Take the shave. Cuando todo está en calma, pues te llevo en el alma. $1,000. Gee, what a lot of money.
I don't believe he did that at all.
Well, I'm going after the reward.
By now, everybody in town is looking for Bob.
You remember I told you for a long, long while that this fellow was no good?
He is good.
I'll do the talking.
They told me in the town I would find the sheriff here.
You find him in yonder talking to the boss.
Si, muchacha.
Huh? Well, what's that you call me?
Bebe.
Oh.
What is it?
There's a gentleman, there's a man out there that wants to talk to the sheriff.
Well, send him in.
Come on in.
Well?
Come le va, senor. Come le va. I read this sign in town. If I told you where this Bob Horton is, you will pay me? No?
Yes, if you know.
Suppose that you do tell us where he is.
He is at a sheep camp at Saunders Pass.
Why, hello, darling. What is the matter, Betty?
I just heard that bad man tell where Bob is.
Where? Hurry, tell me.
At the sheep camp at Sanger's Pass.
Here, take this bundle.
Before we go on a wild goose chase, how do you know that he's there now?
Well, I just leave him there.
All right. If he's there, you get the money. Come on.
Well, my friend, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel better, but when are we going to get away from here?
Ah, it's plenty of time, senor. No hurry.
Helen, what are you doing here and how'd you find me?
They're after you. They've offered a reward, and the man just told the sheriff where you are.
Ah, do not be alarmed, senorita. I will take you both to my hacienda across the border where you will be safe.
No, Bob. Go now. The sheriff will be here any minute.
Again, I say, we'll go to my hacienda.
Don't trust him. It was one of his men that told the sheriff.
Agárralo.
What's going on here?
Carlos tried to force Bob and me to go across the border, and he shot Bob.
Hold those two. Somebody help me here. Put Bob on a horse.
Come on.
Well, what is it? They found him guilty of horse stealing and murder. And you know what that means.
Jim, I want to tell you something. When I walked into the gambling room that night and we found Dan on the floor and I picked him up before he died, it wasn't the boy that did the shooting. It was Carlos. I didn't think things were going this far. The only reason I did it was to keep him away from her.
Riddle, what are you saying?
Now, what else am I going to say except I'm sorry?
Well, come on, man. Don't stand there. Come on before it's too late.
Don't cry, sis. I'm going to fix it.
Skeezix and I have talked this thing over, and we're going to give you King for a wedding present.
What are you going to give me when I get married? A mouth organ?
I'm going to give you a dozen of them if you'll quit playing until you do get married.